Hi, dear friends and cultural creatives, Bruce here, and we are living in some very interesting times, aren't we? And you know what's interesting about our life experiences on this planet as humans in a populations of human beings that we call civilization is that we're actually playing out a biological story. And the significance of the biological story that is manifesting in the news every day now is a story about growth and protection. So let's take one step back and go into the research that we've talked about before when growing cells in a tissue culture dish. If I put nutrients in front of the cell will move to the nutrients and be open to take the nutrients in. In contrast, if I put toxins in front of the cell, rather than moving to the toxins, the cells will move the other way and protect themselves and close themselves down. Well, what was the point? Well, cells are driven to survive. But there's two aspects to survival. There's growth and the occasional necessary protection. Well, what's the significance of all this? For growth, we have to be open and take in information and assimilate the world. In protection, we close ourselves down and wall off. Well, interesting, protection is indeed very necessary when being threatened by something such as a saber-toothed tiger. I think that would be a good time to invoke a protection response. But what's interesting about a protection response is that in history, humans exposed to the world in which they live only used the protection response sporadically and infrequently. Yes, there were saber-toothed tigers, and yes, if one is chasing you, a protection response was absolutely something you must engage in order to survive. So the significance is that we now have created two levels of biology, growth and protection. Well, I can see the political maneuvering in our country today about the issues of ISIS and the threat of the Syrian refugee population. What are people doing? And these threats, in addition to climate change, are challenging the vitality of the people on this planet. So I say, what are we talking about politically? And I'm saying, oh my goodness, what are they doing? It's the old scare bomb shelter technique. Wall ourselves off, put up barriers, and don't let those people in our country. Take people of Islamic descent and prevent them from going to mosques. And take those same people and put them into detention centers like we did to the Japanese in the fallout of World War II. We are acting from the lowest and basest impulses in this particular world at this time. The action of fear, threat, shutting ourselves down is affecting each nation and the people in each of those nations, because living in those fears and threats are actually what are causing the stresses that are the responsible cause for most of the illness on this planet. And so I'm looking at the world, trying to resolve an issue, and I'm saying, oh my goodness, if you would just understand the biology of the world in which we live, because there's other forces besides those that want to wall us off, those that are afraid, living in fear. And those are the people I really want to worry about for a simple reason. What is the role of a terrorist? Oh, you say, well, they're going to kill some people. I say, no, that's the action. I say, what is the role of the terrorist? And the answer is to make you afraid. Because as we've talked about in the biology of belief, fear shuts down the growth, fear shuts down the immune system, and fear makes us less intelligent. And when I look at the world that I'm in today and I see so many political people trying to manifest that fear and put that fear in front of us, I'm thinking, oh my God, if you only know what you're doing, you're causing greater illness on this planet. Don't go into the fear. Open up. Recognize there's a limited individual group that we really want to study. But the large number of people on this planet that are escaping from the Mideast, all those refugees, they're not involved in the problem. They're just seeking a life. They just want to be able to sleep safely at night, wake up in the day, have a job, get something to eat. That's what they're looking for. And they're running out of a world that has been killing them. My story for us at this moment is this. Please do not let the fear override your consciousness in your biology for a very simple reason. We will die if we keep maintaining our understanding of protection, shutting ourselves down from the threat. Let's take the power back. Let's live with a different vision. Let's get the world community to come together, because that's what it is trying to do. I say, why is that relevant? The whole story of spontaneous evolution is when the world sees itself as one living community, one organism called humanity. And the fear people are preventing that evolution, because we can't come together if everybody's hiding behind their own wall. So Look at the world, put a different vision in your heart, put a different vision in your head. Put a vision of growth and happiness and harmony, and recognize that all those refugees want what you want. They just want some peace on this planet, and if we all collectively cooperate, it's called spontaneous evolution. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you.